Welcome to Big Game Hunter,
where we hunt the big games
to make us all look tame.
Let's go.
Hello and welcome back to Big Game Hunter. And you're probably like, wait, it's Mr. Locks. It's only Mr. Locks? Yes, it is this week, Mr. Locks and only Mr. Locks. Don't click off. We still want you to watch. Obviously, we have a great show in store for you. But my guy, I don't know. Do we have a shot here, Bryce? We have no shot because he's not here. Mr. Picks Cash walked off a bridge this week. That's what he did. He took a bus ride because of a first comment, I believe, from Miami to New York City. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And is he done now? Do you know?
I think he just got to New York while we're filming this.
While we're filming this, he's in New York right now. We believe he's with Wes, we think. We all know about Public Wes. We don't tell nothing of his. And it's okay that Gutsy's gone because we don't tell Gutsy anyway. You tell me if you watch this show. And you also tell the fearless.
Whitetail deer, baby.
Let's go.
If you're going to tail, make sure it's a whitetail.
Just me and the deer this episode. It's going to be a great one.
I have plays, and I actually did my research. This is my first time fully capping a slate, going deep dive into a slate, and I'm actually really excited. I think I might go 10-0. I've read everything correctly. It seemed like a children's book,
Yeah.
Mr. Locks.
Love how optimistic you are. Okay, we got a lot of football to dive into. You guys know the rule on the show. 5 college football, 5 NFL. First game.
Yeah, we got Army at Notre Dame, playing at Yankee Stadium. The line is at 14.5. The total is 44.5. Mr. Locks, what are you liking in this game?
This is where I'm at with this game. If you bet on Notre Dame to cover the spread in this game, you're a piece of shit. That's where I've gotten in this game. I just think you're not an American citizen if you don't take Army to cover in this game. So I think you have to. I want Army. I still think Riley Leonard's a fraud, and I love that Army has the #1 rushing defense in the country. Give me Army. 14.5's too many.
Thank God in this show specifically, I am not an American citizen. I am a deer. So I am taking Notre Dame minus 14.5 simply because Notre Dame, 11th in scoring in the nation. They're 12th in rushing. Sure, Army's rush defense is good, but this is Army's first time being dogs. I don't think when the light is shining the brightest, they're not going to perform the brightest.
Yeah.
I really do like Notre Dame here to cover 14.5.
The deer thinks he's going to go 10-0. So I'm trying to be on the deer side today. Again, we don't know each other's plays yet. So now I think we do. We're going to kind of get warmed up here. What's the second game there?
We're going to Colorado at Kansas. The line's 2.5. The total is 59.5. Mr. Locks, what do you got?
Yeah, this is a weird one, bro, because, Colorado's been hot. Kansas has been hot, and Kansas has nothing to lose, too, which is very scary. It's always scary when you face a team that has nothing to lose. They can't make it to the Big 12 championship game. They obviously can't get in, but they're playing their best football super late. So Kansas on the rise. Obviously, Colorado, I think if they won outright, scheduled to make the college football playoff.
Correct.
In my opinion, both defenses kind of suck in this game. It's going to kind of just go up to whoever scores the more points, and I think Colorado scores more points. I'll take Colorado minus the 2.5. I think Shador and Travis are obviously monster parts of this team, but they'll be a monster part of this game because I think Travis Hunter is going to be able to dominate some of these Kansas corners outside and have himself a monster game. Give me Coach Prime. Give me Colorado minus 2.5.
I am on the opposite side, so this is a weird thing. This is weird because, I am pretty public, so I don't know if that just means that you're really, really sharp.
I could be sharp, Bryce.
You could be sharp, but I have Kansas money line. Colorado's projected to be in the college football playoffs. Kansas just beat the Mormons. Where was that game played? In Utah.
Yes.
It was played in Utah. What can you do after a victory in Utah? You can't party. There's no fucking alcohol in the city, in the state. And if there is alcohol, it's like 2%, so it doesn't even get you fucked up.
Yeah.
So I really do think that Kansas stayed focused the past 2 weeks, and they're going to get it done.
Maybe we should go to Utah sometime and see what kind of alcohol they got out there because it can't be good stuff, right?
No chance, brother. I actually went to Utah once, and we drove to Nevada. We flew into Las Vegas, drove to Utah, stopped and got all of our alcohol in Nevada because it's actually normal. But I did go to the store, and their Bud Light was I think it was 2% alcohol.
Dude,
content.
you'd have to drink 45 Bud Lights.
Brother, yeah, it's actually incredible.
What's the next game, dear?
Yeah, next game we are going to Texas A&M at Auburn. The line is 2.5. Auburn plus 2.5. The total is 46.5. I actually love this game. But what do you got?
I knew my bet in this game literally within 0.5 seconds of looking at this game.
I hope it's the same.
Because of how dog shit both quarterbacks are. I've talked about this since you guys have started watching this show, how bad Peyton Thorne is, okay? And Marcel Reed against good defenses is not any fucking better. So give me the under. The under is my bet in this game. I saw there's a 47 out there. I want that under 47 in this game. Auburn and A&M both struggle to score the football. When they play any sort of defense, Peyton Thorne might deadass go out here, throw 3-4 picks, and A&M covers because of it. I think it might be all field goals. We might see 2 touchdowns only in this game. Under 47 is fucking sharp.
All right, this is weird because I swear to God.
Don't say the over.
Over 46.5.
What?
Reasoning behind it. Auburn, this is insane. I swear to God, we didn't do this on purpose. Auburn has lots of injured DBs. They have 2 injured DBs, 1 injured defensive lineman.
Okay.
I think that this is going to be an absolute shootout. I love the over 46.5. Both teams have to win this game to have a chance to get to a successful season next game.
Right.
So I do think like they're going to go all out on offense. Next game is actually probably the best game of the week in my opinion. Alabama, Oklahoma. Line is Oklahoma's plus 13.5, and the total is 47.5. Quickly, what do you got?
We saw this exact same Oklahoma team play South Carolina. They went up against Sellers. What happened? They put up 35 on them. I think Alabama puts up a ton of points in this spot, and I think they absolutely wipe Oklahoma. I talked about how dog shit this team is all season. They 100% can't score the ball. They won't be able to score, and Alabama's going to put up 40 fucking points. I love Alabama. I'd bet it if it was 19.5, 21.5. I'd still take Alabama. Give me Alabama everything.
Sooners have actually been really, really, really good at stopping running QBs. Jackson Dart, they stopped, and Sellers, they stopped. I think the most they've given is 33 rush yards from either of those 2 QBs.
Sure.
And those are 2 very good running QBs. So I do think Milroe's going to get stopped. Not going to be able to run the ball like he normally does. If Oklahoma can pass the ball and Alabama makes a few mistakes, I do think Oklahoma covers, and I do want to sprink-and-dink the money line.
What?
I want to sprink-and-dink the money line, brother. I love Oklahoma in this spot. I really do. If they stop Milroe, they have a really good chance. So far, I'm either going to have an amazing week or you're going to have an amazing week.
I'm going to have an amazing week. One guy ends up on top this week is what it seems like. I know a team that's going to end up on top this week. It's my boys. Bryce, give me the preview.
Yep, preview quick. Indiana at Ohio State. Lions 13.5. Ohio State minus 13.5. And then the total is 51.5. Mr. Locks, I feel like we know where you're going with this, but tell me.
Oh, you know exactly where I'm going with this. Ohio State will beat Indiana. We might beat them by 30. This game is not going to be close, guys. Indiana's played literally nobody. We've played Penn State. We've played Oregon. We've played the cream of the crop in the Big Ten, bro. They have not. They've not even come close. And this game's at Ohio State. Are you joking me? Everybody's like, oh, what's the Rorick guy or whatever the fuck his name is, Curtis Rorick for Indiana. How's he going to play against an elite defense? Fucking horrible. That's how he's going to play. This is the best defense in the country. It's not even close. Ohio State's the best team in the country. We will win the national championship game, and this is the last step for us to be recognized by the media and the public that we are the best team in college football. We go out there, we beat Indiana by 30.
It's supposed to snow, brother. It's supposed to snow. There's supposed to be a snowstorm coming in Ohio.
Let it fall.
I like the under 51.5. I think you can get it now. I think it's going to go down by Saturday because the weather reports are going to come out. It's kind of supposed to be like a snowy, cold, windy evening. Give me the under.
I believe that wraps up the college football segment. I think that we're going to go on to a segment that we do every week. I believe that it's called The Sitting Duck. What? Deer get a little jiggy. Sure. Let's go. Come on, man. You guys know how the sitting duck works, man. The team that you want to fade the most, bro. The easy target, the easy snipe is to bet against this team. What is that team this week for you, dear? Do you have a sitting duck this week, dear?
I do have a sitting duck this week, and my sitting duck is, I'm so sorry, Coop, Army. I really think Notre Dame's going to get it done this week. 13 or 14.5, I think, is a pretty, not an easy spread for them to win. I think this is a really, really, really big game for Army.
Yeah.
And so, I really don't think they can stay in the spotlight. So, sitting duck is Army. I like Notre Dame.
My sitting duck this week, very short, very simple. Texas A&M, Auburn, under 47. is the play. I know the Deer's on the opposite side. I just think the Deer's wrong here. I think both quarterbacks are god-awful. I've talked about them both, how bad they are all year long. Both offenses have struggled. I'm not worried about it under 47.5.
So what's your sitting duck?
Well, I guess this.
What are you shooting? Are you shooting an over? Are you shooting? You're shooting my over?
Do you want me to be sharp, or what do you want me to do?
You're shooting an over?
I mean, what do you want? I'll give you a different sitting duck. Do you want a different one? But I
no. That's a fine sitting duck.
It's like if I saw the duck, it was just walking. It had a little over sign on it. It was like over 47. I just be like, that's what I would do.
All right, you can have it.
We move on to the NFL. Obviously, a great NFL slate last week. Hoping for a majority of the same this week. We found the best games. We got them. Let's dive in here. We got 5 for you guys and then another sitting duck. Deer, what's going on in the NFL this week?
Yeah, first game we're going to go over is Cardinals at Seahawks. Lions -1, so pretty much a pick 'em. Total's 47.5. Mr. Locks, give it to me.
Yeah, this is a tough one, man. I mean, obviously, I believe the NFC West now pretty much up in the air, man, because the Niners have not been as great as everybody expected them to be. The Cardinals have been on the rise. They've won 4 in a row, and then Geno goes last week on the road, beats the Niners. NFC West is just kind of up in the air for anybody to take. Now, I am going to take the Cardinals. This Cardinals run attack has been just dominant, man. Been absolutely dominant. Seahawks against the run this year, 27th in the league in rushing yards allowed per game. I think they're going to be able to run the ball. Kyler's going to be able to make plays through the air, scramble. Kyler Murray is a different type of animal when he's playing good football. He's really, really hard to beat. And the Cardinals defense over the past 2 weeks, by the way, has been just fine. Everybody bitches and moans about the Cardinals defense. It's been just fine. Give me Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. I'll take the money line in this spot. It's at plus money.
Arizona has lost their last 5 games to Seattle. I hate Arizona, and I hate Kyler Murray. He's just not good. I fucking hate him. Geno just played his heart out last week.
Did.
Fucking
Game winning touchdown. 12.
Dude, insane.
Yeah, 12 cents.
And so I agree with you. I think Arizona's defense isn't as bad as people give it credit for. I like the under.
On to the next one here. I believe it's
49ers at Packers. I'm going to be in Green Bay next week, but -2.5 is the line. Total is 47.5, Mr. Locks.
I still don't fully trust Jordan Love. I'm going to say this out loud. Last week, through that red zone interception in the second quarter, that game wouldn't have even been close, bro. It wouldn't even have come down to a last-second field goal if he didn't throw that pick, and it was his fault. But he's just one of those guys that makes crucial mistakes. You can't make crucial mistakes against the Niners. I know they're starting to make a lot of them, but here's my point for the Niners. The Niners now pretty much will have everybody back. Juwan Jennings, Debo, CMC, Kittle should play this week. I think this is the week, bro, where the Niners go on the road and they get a big win in Lambeau, bro. I want the Niners money line in this game.
The next 2 weeks, well, the week before, they were at home.
Yeah.
The next week, they're at home. The week after that, we go to Lambeau, the Dolphins, so they're at home again.
Yeah.
The Packers are getting comfy in Lambeau. The Packers are northern part of the United States. Packers have just been hanging out there. Chicago, Lambeau, back and forth.
Absolutely.
I think they're comfy in the cold, man. I do. I really think the weather's going to be a big deal here. I like the Packers -2.5. I like the Packers covering.
I don't think we're going to be on a different side in this next game, but we might be. Dear, what is it?
Yeah, next game, Vikings at Bears. The line's Bears +3.5, and the total is 39.5.
Under. That is what I want. 39.5. I would take it at 29.5. Okay, let's start with the Vikings. Every single week, it seems like Sam Darnold is getting worse and worse and worse. The offense, they started 5-0 because their defense started 5-0, right? But now, all of a sudden, they can't put up any fucking points, bro. This team, for some reason, over the last 3 weeks, has forgotten how to score. And now they play against a very good Bears defense, right? The best part of their team by far. And then for the Bears, do I need to sit here and explain to you why the Bears can't score points? No, it's a waste of my damn time. So I'm not going to do it. Give me the under. It's 39.5. It's sharp as a fucking knife. And I would take it, like I said, if it was at 29.
Yeah, I just took the Vikings -3.5. Simple reasons as well. The Bears... After last week's loss, the Bears probably just gave up hope, and they're just moving on to next season, hoping some coaches get fired. There could be some self-sabotage. I get these people are playing for $1 million in their career, but you're telling me they're going to risk a season-ending injury when their season's far, far gone.
Yep.
These contracts, they're staying on the Bears, but guess what? Their coaches are going to be gone.
I believe we're through 1, 2, 3 of the NFL games. On to game number 4 here, dear.
Yeah, game number 4, fun one. Eagles at Rams. Rams are +3. The total is 49.5.
I can't get out of my head what the Eagles did to the Commanders last week in Jaden Daniels. Didn't allow any big plays, stopped the run. The secondary was tremendous. I mean, they were just all over the full Commanders offense. Jay Daniels cannot do anything. I don't believe that's the case here for the Rams. I do believe they're going to be able to throw the ball. They have a little bit more weapons. I believe in Stafford probably a little bit more than I do Jaden Daniels. Give me Stafford. Give me the boys. Give me the Rams at home in SoFi. The Chargers just beat us in SoFi. Do we go back-to-back Sunday Night Football wins in SoFi? I think we do. Give me the Rams +3 in this game.
I just don't like the total being this high. 49.5 seems like a lot of points for me for the Eagles. Only the Eagles. The Rams obviously can score the ball, but I just don't think the Eagles could keep up. So I just like the under 49.5. I don't know how this game's going to go. I can see the final score being like 21-20 though.
Fifth and final NFL game for the homies here. We appreciate you fellas watching as always. It's Ravens at Chargers +3. I'll give this one to the Deer. 50.5 is the total. Deer. This is a good one.
Yeah, you're gonna love this. Actually, I'm so happy you just took the you said the line because you get to set me up for this part here. The only thing that these two teams have in common are the Bengals. Ravens are 2-0 against Who Dey. Chargers are 1-0 against Who Dey. You can give up a lead against Joe Burrow if you're the Chargers, but you can't do it if you're Lamar Jackson. Right? Ravens -3, Ravens -7, Ravens -9. I think this might be a blowout.
My bet for this game, by the way, is the over. This game has points written all over it, bro. And again, I've played and watched both these teams. Baltimore twice, bro. Both these defenses are not very good, especially against the pass, bro. So I believe the Chargers will be able to throw. And Justin Herbert, I watched what he did against us. He picked us apart in the first half. Looked like maybe the best quarterback like in the NFL. Justin Herbert in the first half of the Bengals game looked like an MVP. Lamar Jackson is the MVP. Yeah. That's the difference. Yep. So I like the Ravens in the spot. I'll take them -3, but I do love the over in this game. A lot of points. That's points all over it. So points. Give me the over in this one is why I love it. On to a segment that we do every single week on the show. We already did it for college football. Now we do it for the NFL. It is called the Sitting Duck. That was awesome. That was awesome.
You like that?
That was good. I love that. We'll go to you first here because that was so fucking awesome. The Sitting Duck for the NFL this week. Yours is?
Yeah, mine's Ravens -3. I just talked about it, so I don't have to give an explanation. Ravens -3.
My sitting duck this week is the Packers. Give me the Niners money line. They piece it all together in Lambeau before they go shooting into the playoffs.
Yeah, I'm sitting duck is the Chargers, technically speaking, but bet the fucking Ravens.
Right, absolutely, and bet the fucking Niners. So there you go. Thank you guys for tuning into episode 9 of Big Game Hunter. For me and the Deer, we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.